Alright, we got a Switch Joycon here. It's having a little bit of a stick drift issue, which is pretty common on these. And so we're going to go ahead and swap that out. It's a pretty simple process here. So on the back here there is three 3-point screws, which if you get like a kit or something like that, sometimes they'll have the 3-point screwdriver already there. It's going to be a screw here, 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 and right here. I'm going to go ahead and take those screws out. Alright, there's number 3, and then we have one more right here, which is number 4. Alright, this last screw out here. Okay, now that we have all the screws out, we can start to take it apart. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go ahead and get a little prying tool here, plastic preferred. If you use something like metal, it can actually break the switch controller, or it can cause little divots in it, which is just aesthetically not pleasing, just kind of irritating. So it's actually pretty easy to get apart. You don't want to like pull too hard. Let's see if we can get around here somewhere. Alright, now that we have that open, you want to open it on this end here and just kind of slightly open it. You don't want to pull on it because you don't want to break these two ribbons here. Alright, so now that we have those out, what we can do is pop the battery out. We just use our little prying tool here. Just pull up on the battery. Oop. Some of these are stuck in there pretty good. Some of them aren't so bad. Alright. So you don't want to flip it too hard, kind of like I just did. You just want to kind of get under there. And then there's a little connector for the battery right here. We're just going to disconnect that. So we're just going to pull up on that until it comes off. Now we need to take out these two, these two screws right here, which is just one of the small, I think it's 00 screws, Phillips head. 1, and there's 2. And again, we don't want to pull up too hard on this one either. Wait, let's see. I believe, oh, there's another one back here I completely forgot about. So we're gonna have to unscrew that one too. And now we have all 3 of those screws out. Should be able to lift up on it now. Yep, so now we can break that loose. Alright. You don't want to pull up too hard on it because there is one ribbon right here that is connected to that. This one I hadn't popped out. This is just like the little bumper there. Pretty easy to put back in. I'll show you that. Alright, so now we have access to the little thumbstick right there. We're just going to open up the gate for that thumbstick. We're going to open up this gate for this controller piece right here. I'm just going to slide that one out. That way we get it out of our way. And we're going to open this gate right here. I'm just going to do it with my finger. Ugh. You want to make sure you don't break those gates either, because that'll cause a bunch of complications. Alright, so now that we have all of those, we can go ahead and unscrew the little joystick. Un, do. Alright, and then we can just go ahead and slide that out. We can slide that cable out nice and easy. Well, it's caught. Hang on. It's caught. There's like this little rubber piece inside of there that it can get caught on. Alright, let's go ahead and take this out so we don't cause any issues with that connector first. Come on now. Get out there. There we go. Alright, and now we can just pull this guy out. And that is the joystick right there. That's the culprit. That's what's been causing all of our stick drift issues here. Alright, now there is a little trick to these. Whenever they get stick drift, you can actually take this apart and like put cardstock in there, and then, you know, it'll fix the drift for a little while, so you don't have to repair it, you know, immediately. But at the same time, these are really affordable and easy to fix, as I'm showing you here. So we're just gonna go ahead and open up our new joysticks. Okay, then we're gonna pull that out there. Boop. There's a new one. And now we're just gonna slide it in the same way that we took it out. So we're just gonna flip her over. We're just gonna work our way around that little ring inside of there. Let's go and move this ribbon. Move this ribbon out of the way first. And it just falls into place there. We're going to go ahead and screw that down. Well, here we go. So there's one screw. Here's another screw. Then we can put the connectors back together. So we're going to put this ribbon in here. I gotta get my better tweezers real quick. These are my old school ones, the ones I use to pry stuff. Alright. We're just going to line that up in there as best as we can. Just slide her in until it stops like so. And then we can go ahead and close that little gate there. Then we need to open this one back up here. And then slide this ribbon in here. Alright, now that it's in there, we can go ahead and close that gate. And then we just want to open up this gate here. We're going to go ahead and slide this ribbon back in. You want to put the ribbons in the same way that you found them. So this one had the copper facing upwards. We're just going to slide that guy in there. And then close that gate down. Alright, and for the bumper, if it popped out like this one just did or anything like that, in order to put it back in, you just have to put it in its place where it should go. And then for that little spring there, you just want to push it in. Here, let's try this way first. Just want to push that spring in. Should be like a bloopers video or something. It's always the small pieces. There we go. Alright, so now we have the spring in there, and we have the little bumper guy in there. Oh, and they came back out. Yep, this is pretty much how this happens, so am I surprised? No. Okay, now it's in there. Alright, so now we can go ahead and flip this guy back over. Just secure it down there. Make sure that everything works real quick with that bumper, because you don't want to screw it all together and then have to take it completely apart again. Then we're going to screw these back in. So remember, there's a screw down here at the bottom. 1, 2, and then 3 goes right here. 3, and then we're gonna go ahead and hang on. Oh man, I keep hitting my head on this light. I'll tell you what, that light's gonna end up going through one of these walls. Alright, so now we need to put the battery back in, and again we just place it on top of where it's supposed to be connected. And I like to use tweezers to do this because it's a little bit more tedious. Just line it up. Tell you what though, if you got big fingers, don't do this. Then we're just gonna go ahead and pop that in there. Now that the battery's popped in there, we can go ahead and place it back in. Perfect. Alright, now we can go ahead and slide this case back together. It just slides in here. So, and then we just screw it back together with the 3-point screws. There's 1, 2, 3. We gotta screw that one in a little better. Yep. And then the last one up here at the top. Oh. These screws are really easy to lose too. It's alright, we found it. We're good. Alright, and that is how you switch out the little joystick there on a Switch Joycon. So, new one, old one. See ya. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more.